Welcome back to Offbeat Wanderlust, your guide to all things travel, but with a twist. Today we're diving into Dublin, a city that's overflowing with history, charm, and maybe a few too many pints of Guinness. Fun fact: did you know that Dublin's Trinity College Library is home to over 6 million books? That's more books than people in Ireland. When's the best time to visit? Well, you can't go wrong with spring or early fall when the weather is mild and the tourists are fewer. Getting around? Grab a leap card. Dublin's public transport will zip you through the city with ease. Stick around till the end. Number 7 is a must-see, and trust me, you won't want to miss it. Like, subscribe, and all those good things. You know the drill. Links will be in the description. Number 1. Guinness Storehouse. Alright, we're kicking things off with a classic. No visit to Dublin is complete without a trip to the Guinness Storehouse. Now, this isn't just a museum, it's a 7-story beer experience. Learn how Ireland's favorite stout is made, pour your own perfect pint, and finish it all off at the Gravity Bar with some of the best panoramic views of Dublin. Even if you're not a beer fan, it's worth it for the history and epic rooftop vibes. Just make sure you don't spill that Guinness. People take that seriously here. Number 2. Food walking tour with tastings. If beer's not your thing, maybe food is. Dublin's culinary scene has come a long way from just potatoes, although you can still get some stellar mash here. On a food walking tour, you'll get to explore the city's best hidden eateries while munching on everything from fresh seafood to modern twists on traditional Irish dishes. Trust me, your taste buds will thank you. Plus, you'll get a mini history lesson between bites. Talk about multitasking, walking, eating, and learning. What more could you want? Number 3. Phoenix Park, the Deer Spotting Challenge. Here's something on the free side of things. Phoenix Park isn't just the biggest park in Dublin, it's one of the largest enclosed parks in any European city. And it's home to a herd of wild deer. That's right, you can spot these majestic creatures while strolling through the lush greenery. It's like a safari, but with more rain and less lions. Pack a picnic, bring your camera, and maybe practice your best deer whispering techniques. If you're lucky, they might even pose for a selfie. Just don't get too close. Hey, if you're enjoying the video so far, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Offbeat Wanderlust. We've got tons more travel tips, hacks, and inspiration coming your way. And subscribing is the best way to stay updated on all our latest videos. Plus, it really helps support the channel so we can keep bringing you awesome content. And if you have any travel questions or tips of your own, drop them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Now let's get back to the adventure. Number 4. Afternoon Tea Vintage Bus Tour. Okay, imagine this. You're cruising around Dublin in a vintage double-decker bus, sipping tea, munching on dainty sandwiches, and taking in all the iconic sights. Sounds pretty fantastic, right? This isn't your average city tour. This is afternoon tea, Dublin style. You get to indulge in sweet treats while getting a history lesson, all from the comfort of a rolling tea party. It's the perfect way to combine sightseeing with snacking. And hey, how many people can say they've had tea on a bus? Number 5. Explore Dublin Castle and Gardens. Stepping back into history for a moment, let's talk about Dublin Castle. It's one of the city's most important landmarks, with over 800 years of history packed into its walls. Walk through the medieval towers, check out the state apartments, and take a peaceful stroll in the Dublin Gardens. If walls could talk, they would probably have some juicy stories to tell. And who knows, you might even stumble upon a hidden passageway. Just try not to get lost in time. Number 6. Kilmainham Jail. Ready for a dose of Dublin's more sobering history? Kilmainham Jail is a former prison that's now a fascinating museum. It's not exactly your cheery day out, but the history here is powerful. Many of Ireland's most famous political prisoners, including leaders of the 1916 Easter Rising, were held and executed here. As you walk through the eerie cells and echoing hallways, you'll get a deep dive into Ireland's struggle for independence. It's one of those places that gives you chills, but also makes you appreciate the resilience of the Irish people. Just don't wander off on your own. It's got a bit of a ghostly vibe. Number 7. Day trip to the Cliffs of Moher, Burren, and Galway. Here it is, the one I teased earlier. Number 7 is a full-day adventure that takes you out of the city and into the stunning landscapes of Ireland's west coast. The Cliffs of Moher are jaw-dropping, like something straight out of a fantasy novel. Picture towering cliffs, crashing waves, and breathtaking views as far as the eye can see. You'll also visit the Burren, a unique rocky landscape, and Galway, a charming city full of music and colorful streets. It's a full day, but 100% worth it for those wow moments. Trust me, your camera will be working overtime. Number 8. The Little Museum of Dublin. For something a bit more intimate, check out the Little Museum of Dublin. It's set inside a Georgian townhouse and tells the story of Dublin's past century, all through quirky artifacts and fascinating exhibits. From a letter written by James Joyce to memorabilia from U2's early days, this museum is a treasure trove of Dublin culture. The best part? It's small enough to explore in about an hour, and the guides are top-notch storytellers with a knack for making history come to life. Bonus, it's located right by St. Stephen's Green, so you can enjoy a relaxing park stroll afterward. Number 9. Dublin's street art scene. If you're a fan of urban art, Dublin's street art scene will blow you away. From giant murals to hidden gems tucked away in alleyways, this city is an open-air gallery. Take a self-guided walking tour through areas like Temple Bar and the Liberties, where you'll find vibrant works by local and international artists. The street art here is constantly changing, so every visit feels like a new discovery. It's like going to an art gallery, but with a lot more fresh air and less "please don't touch" signs. Plus, it's totally free, making it one of the coolest budget-friendly activities in town. Number 10. Dublin Literary Pub Crawl. What happens when you mix Dublin's famous pub scene with its rich literary history? You get the Dublin Literary Pub Crawl. Join actors as they take you through some of the city's most iconic pubs, sharing stories and performances from famous Irish writers like James Joyce, W.B. Yeats, and Samuel Beckett. Not only do you get to enjoy a few pints along the way, but you'll also leave with a deeper appreciation for Ireland's literary legends. It's like a bar crawl, but classier and with a side of culture. Just make sure you can still quote Joyce by the end of it. And there you have it, 10 unique things to do in Dublin that will make your trip unforgettable. Whether you're into history, food, art, or just want to enjoy a pint with a side of culture, Dublin's got something for you. Thanks for joining me on this offbeat adventure. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Offbeat Wanderlust so you don't miss out on more travel tips and hidden gems. Let me know in the comments which spot you're adding to your bucket list. And as always, all the links for tours and activities are in the description below. Until next time, happy wandering.